Good morning, children. Let us see once again exercise 7.4, the remaining questions. That is question number 4. This is very much important. Yesterday I had told you, children. Question number 4 is of utmost importance. That is, here you see AB and CD are respectively the smallest and the longest side of a quadrilateral ABCD. This question I am talking about. This one, AB and CD are respectively the smallest and the longest sides of a quadrilateral ABCD. So that angle A is greater than angle C and angle B is greater than angle C, children. Okay, so let us see this question, children. Here see ABCD. It is in the question. See, ABCD is a triangle, quadrilateral. That is, ABCD is a quadrilateral. Clear? Here what is given? Given that AB and CD are the smallest and the longest sides of quadrilateral ABCD. AB and CD are respectively the smallest and the longest sides of a quadrilateral ABCD respectively. That is, here you can write respectively. TIVELY. Then what we have to prove? You have to prove that angle A is greater than angle C. This angle is greater than angle C and angle B is greater than angle D. Okay, children. Now for this some construction is needed. What construction is there? Write down. Construction: joined AC. Let it be angle 1. This is angle 2. This is angle 3 and this is angle 4. Okay, children. Joined AC. Now let us start proof of 1. That is, what is given? See here, AB is the smallest side. Here you see that AB is the smallest side and CD is the longest side. Here 1, here, that is in triangle what? ABC. In triangle ABC, BC is greater than AB. Why? BC is greater than AB. Why? Because AB is the smallest. AB is the smallest. AB is the smallest side of ABCD. Okay, AB is the smallest side. It means any other side, clear, of the quadrilateral, clear, that will be greater than that will be greater than AB. This implies that what? BC is greater than AB. Then BC's opposite angle. That BC's opposite angle, that is angle 1. Angle 1 is greater than AB's opposite angle, that is angle 3. Here, that is equation number 1. Why it happened so? Because see, angle opposite to the longer side. Angle opposite to the longer side is larger. Angle opposite to the longer side is larger. Equation number, this is angle 1 is greater than angle 3. Again, children, see, again in triangle. Again in triangle ACD. In triangle ACD, what do we have? CD is the longest side. CD is greater than AD. CD is greater than AD. Why? Because CD is the longest. CD is the longest side of ABCD. Okay. Since CD is the longest side, children, CD is the longest side, what does it mean? It means any of the side of quadrilateral ABCD will be less than CD. This implies that what does it mean? It means that CD is opposite angle. In triangle ACD, CD's opposite angle is angle 2. Okay, is greater than AD's opposite angle is angle 4. Why it happened so? Because angle, same reason. Angle opposite to angle opposite to the here this is opposite to the longer side is larger. Same angle opposite to the longer side is larger. That is next. This is equation number 2, children. Now what you have to do, we have to do that what we have to do the next, that is adding 1 and 2. That is, children, adding 1 and 2, adding 1 and 2. Then right hand side will be added to right hand side, left hand side will be added to left hand side. That is angle 1 plus angle 2 is greater than angle 3 plus angle 4. Okay, children, this implies that angle 1 plus angle 2, that is angle A, is greater than angle 3 plus angle 4, that is angle C. And that is what we have to prove. That is proved 1. That is first part we have proved. This angle 1 is greater than angle C. Now let us move to the second part. How to prove second part, children? Let us see. So for second part we will have to do another construction. That is for second part, that is, what is second part? Again draw the figure for second part. That is, here draw the figure. Again figure is like this. Figure is given to be like this. It is clear. Draw the, here join this one figure. It is A, B, C and D. For second part construction, what is the construction? Joined this time, joined BD, okay. Then let it be equation number this angle, that is here 3 4, here 5, here 6, here 7 and this is 8. Okay, children. Now for second start proof. In triangle ABD, what do we have? See, children, AB is the smallest side, then AD is greater than AD. In triangle ABD, AD is greater than AB, because what is the reason? AB is the smallest side. AB is the smallest side of ABCD. Okay, children, this implies that AD is greater than AB. AD is greater than AB. It is obviously clear that AD is greater than, because AB is the smallest side. This implies AD is opposite side. AD is opposite angle. That is, AD is opposite angle is angle 5 is greater than AB is opposite angle, that is angle 7. This is equation number 3. Why? That is angle opposite to the longer side is larger. Clear? That is angle, this is equation angle 5 is greater than angle 7. Okay, children. Again in triangle BCD, what do we have, children? CD is greater than BC. CD is greater than BC because CD is the longest. CD is the longest side of ABCD. Because CD is the longest side of ABCD, this implies that CD is opposite angle, that is angle 6, and BC is opposite angle, that is angle 8. Okay, this is equation number 4. And what is the region? Same region, angle opposite to the longer side Angle opposite to the longer side is larger or greater. Okay children, now adding 3 and 4, adding 3 and 4, what do we see? Angle 5 plus angle 6 is greater than, angle 5 plus angle 6 is greater than angle 7, angle 7 plus angle 8. Left hand side is added to left hand side and right hand side is added to the right hand side. Now children, this implies that angle 5 plus angle 6 is how much? Is what? That is angle B. And angle 7 plus angle 8, here see the figure, angle 7 plus 8, that is angle D. Angle D, and that is what we have to prove. Clear? That is proved second part also. So children, this is very much important question. Clear? And very much easy also, not at all difficult. Clear? Two constructions are there. Clear? And twice you have to draw the figure. Clear? Now children, coming to the next question, that is another good question, that is question number 5. Let us see what is question number 5. Question number 5 says, let us see in this part, we will see it. Question number 5, it states that, question number 5, that is, let us see what does it say. Question number 5 says that in figure 7.51 PR is greater than PQ. Figure is like this. Question number 5, triangle ABC is there. Triangle ABC is there. That is not ABC, that is triangle PQR. It is, I'm sorry for that. Triangle PQR is there, where this PS bisects angle P. That is PS. PS is there. Clear? This is PS bisects. PS is bisecting angle P, and this is angle R. It is given to be figure here PQR. Now let us see what is given in the question. What is given? In PR is greater than PQ. In triangle PQR, in triangle PQR, what is given? PR. PR means this side is greater than PQ. This is greater than PQ. It is given in the question. And let it be angle 1 and this is angle 2. And what else? And PS bisects angle QPR and angle 1. Bisect means dividing into two equal parts, that angle 1 equal to angle 2. Then we have to prove that, we have to prove that angle PSR is greater than, angle PSR is greater than angle PSQ. Okay children, this much we have to prove. Let us start proving. Okay children, see children, see triangle PQR is given over here, right? And this PR is greater than PQ, means this side is greater than this side, and angle 1 equal to angle 2. Now let's start proving, and you have to prove that angle PSR is greater than PSQ. Now in triangle, proof in triangle PSQ. PSQ means this triangle I am talking about. In triangle PSQ, what do we have? Angle PSR equal to angle 1 plus angle Q. That is, you can write down angle Q plus 1, or that is angle 1 plus angle Q. That you can write. Angle PSR, that is exterior angle of the triangle. Triangle PQS we have PSQ we have taken. Then angle PSR is an exterior angle, so we are using exterior angle property, and exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of its two interior opposite angle, that is angle 1 plus angle Q. That is exterior angle property. Exterior angle property, and let it be equation number 1. Okay, again in triangle PSR, what do we have? Angle PSQ. Angle PSQ equal to, that is, where is PSQ? Angle PSQ, this angle, exterior angle, equal to angle 2 plus angle R. Angle 2, sorry, this angle PSQ, that is what? Angle PSQ equal to this one. Two exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of two interior opposite angle, that is angle 2 plus angle R, that is angle R. Okay children, now okay, this is again exterior angle property. Clear? This implies that put the values angle PSQ equal to angle 2 equal to angle 1. So replace it, that is angle 1 plus angle R. Here you write down, this is equation number 1. Why it happened? Equation number 2, that is why it happened so? Because angle 1 equal to angle 2, that is given. Okay, now what will you do children? Now what we have to prove children? We have to prove that this now PR is greater than, now PR, that is now in triangle PQR, now in triangle PQR, that is bigger triangle. Clear? What is given bigger triangle? PR is greater than PQ. PR is greater than PQ, that is given. Okay, this implies that PR's opposite side, that is angle Q is greater than PQ's opposite side is angle R. Okay, what is the reason? Angle opposite to the longer side, angle opposite to the longer side is larger. Okay children, this implies that you have found angle Q is greater than angle R. Now see the destination, what we have to prove, where we have to reach at, that is now this adding angle 1 to both the sides, adding angle 1 to both the sides, that is now angle Q plus 1. Clear? That is, you can write angle 1 plus angle Q is greater than angle 1 plus angle R. We have added angle 1 to both the sides. This implies that put the values from 1 and 2. From 1 and 2, angle 1 plus angle Q equal to angle PSR, that is angle PSR is greater than what? Angle 1 plus angle R, that is angle PSQ. Angle PSQ from what? From 1 and 2. We have put the values from 1 and 2, from equation number 1 and 2, and that is what children? That is what we have to prove. Angle PSR is greater than angle PSQ. So your question number, this one, question number 5 also proved. Okay children, now one more important question, that is the last question of the chapter, that is, see, we have to prove that show that of all line segments drawn, the hypotenuse, the perpendicular line segment is the shortest. Children, this is let us move to the science. Why do you feel the hottest? Clear? Hottest at 12 noon. Do you remember? At 12 noon exactly, clear, during summer, clear, we feel hottest. It is only because of the sun is at our perpendicular distance, and that is the shortest distance during the earth and the sun. So perpendicular distance is, see children, so perpendicular distance is what? Perpendicular distance is the shortest distance. Let us see question number 6. What is it? Question number 6 states, show that of all line segments drawn from a given point not on it, the perpendicular line segment is the shortest. Okay children, let us see, draw a figure. We have to see that actually what is the actual fact. If a line is drawn and a point is there, that is point is not on it, so that of all line segments drawn from a given point not on it, the perpendicular line segment is the shortest. See, let this be a point, P point is there. Clear? Draw all the lines. Clear? All the possible lines from P to line AB. From P to line AB, it will reach from here, 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 and one line will be like this, children. But one line will be the perpendicular line. Let it be PQ. Clear? Then we see that. Then we will see that PQ here. PQ is the shortest. PQ is the shortest, and that is what we have to prove. Okay, children, this only we have to prove that PQ is less than PB, PQ is less than PA, and PQ is less than all other lines which are drawn from point P to line AB. Why? Because this is the perpendicular distance between P and AB. Clear? And we must know that perpendicular distance is always the shortest distance. Okay, children, now let us move to the question. That is, draw the figure. That is what figure is like this. Line is there. Clear? Let it be AB. Let it be AB. Clear? And let us take a point P, not on it. Let us take a point P, not on the line. Clear? And what? Draw a perpendicular line on AB. Clear? And let it be PQ. And what? Take another line. Take another line other than PQ. Take another line other than PQ, and let this distance be R. Okay, children? Now here, then we have to show that PQ is less than PR. PR is any other line. So what is given, children? What is given? It is just your this right angle triangle. PQ is perpendicular line segment. What is given? PQ is a perpendicular line segment. PQ is perpendicular line segment. PQ is perpendicular line segment, and PR is PQ is perpendicular line segment, and PR is another line, and PR is another line segment. PR is another line segment. PQ is perpendicular line segment, PR is another line segment, and you have to prove that the perpendicular line segment is the shortest distance. To prove that PQ is less than what? PR. PQ is less than PR only. Clear? Now, children, start proving. Proof, that is, children, in triangle PQR, in triangle PQR, right, angle Q equal to 90 degree, that is given. Let it be question number 1. Clear? Now, by angle sum property, that is angle P plus angle Q plus angle R equal to 180 degree, that is angle sum property of a triangle. Okay, children? Now here angle P plus angle R equal to angle Q equal to what? 90 degree, that is given. Here you write down angle Q equal to 90 degree, so we put the value. So angle P plus angle R equal to 90 degree. Clear? That is another equation. Clear? Equation number 1 and equation number 2 we have found out. Clear? Now from 1 and 2 we see that. See, compare both the equations, equation 1 and 2. That is, from 1 and 2, what do we get? From 1 and 2, what do we get? See, their right hand sides are equal. This implies that angle P plus angle R. Write down this angle Q equal to angle P plus angle R. Okay, children? Now from here, children, this is the turning point. Clear? Angle Q is equal to the sum of angle P plus angle R. What does it mean? It means that angle Q is greater than angle P alone. Clear? And angle Q is greater than angle R alone. Clear? Means if angle P and angle R both are put together, then they become equal to angle Q. Clear? It means that angle P, single angle P, that is angle P only, angle P alone, clear, is less than angle Q, and angle R alone is less than angle Q. Clear? That is why they are put together to be equal to angle Q. This implies that what? Angle Q is greater than angle P, and what? And angle Q is greater than angle R. Okay, children? This is inequality. This implies that what? Angle Q's opposite side. Angle Q's opposite side is PR. Angle Q's opposite side is PR, and angle P's opposite side is QR. Clear? Angle P's opposite side is PR, and angle P's opposite side is QR. That is, that angle P's opposite side is QR. And what else? And angle Q's opposite side is PR, and this is greater than, and angle R's opposite side is PQ. Clear? And this is this relation we have to prove. Clear? This is also true, this is also true. Since we have to prove this, clear, so we we take it up. This implies that you leave it out, that is PR is greater than PQ. Why it happened so? Because you can write down sides, that is what? Sides opposite to the larger angle, side opposite to the larger angle is longer. Side opposite to the larger angle is longer. Okay, children? So this is the fact, and this much clear. That is we have found our required result, that is PR is greater than PQ. This implies that what did we prove? That the perpendicular distance is the shortest distance. That perpendicular distance is the shortest distance. Okay, children? And we have proved our target, right? So this, children, now your triangle came to a good end, and whatever problem is there, that you can solve. One thing, children, clear, I appeal to you that solve each and every question yourself also, otherwise you will not be able to solve them properly, clear, in your examination. Then only you can get the perfection. Practice is needed. Practice makes a man perfect. Clear? If you don't do the practice, then it will be very difficult to solve them yourself. Clear? Because in mathematics, if we see the solution, then everything is understood. But when we start solving, then it becomes difficult for us. Okay, children? So in the next class, what will we see? In the next class, we will start chapter 8, that is quadrilaterals. Clear? And all of you must be knowing the properties of quadrilateral. Now for today it is enough, because the time is going to exceed, and because see, if we make the longer video, then it will be very difficult to upload. So children, this is enough for today. Thank you and have a nice day.